Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of The Suited Shootist. And I'm going to be back more on the wardrobe development side of the equation today. And really what I want to address is there's a video going around on Instagram and TikTok that's getting a lot of traction. And I'm not going to go so far as to say that it's wrong, but it definitely ain't right. At the very least, it's incomplete. So let's just jump right into it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's this short video on Instagram and TikTok, it may have migrated over to Facebook now as well, where it's Steve Harvey, or at least his voiceover, talking about the 5 suits that every man should own. And he says you need a gray suit, a blue suit, a brown suit, a tan suit, and a black suit. And then shirts. He says 2 blue, 2 cream, 2 pink, and 2 white. And with those 13 garments, theoretically, you can put together X number of outfits because it's all interchangeable. And while that is technically correct in theory, in practice, it gets a little bit more complicated. First thing I want to address is the black suit. I'm not a fan. And most of the guys that I know in the style space tend to agree. The black suit is the last suit you should own if you own one at all. I don't. And I've got probably at least 8 suits in my closet right now. And that's not including sport jackets. So why? Number one, black wears much more readily than other colors do. And because it's so homogeneous, it shows that wear a lot faster. Secondarily, it is a very stark color. People don't think of black as a color. They think of it as the absence of color. But it is a very stark color. And outside of a very limited set of circumstances, I really can't think of a circumstance where a black suit is the most appropriate. And that's even including to funerals. And I worked in funeral service for a bit, so believe me, I've seen kind of how this all jives. If you wear a black suit to a funeral, they're just going to assume that you're actually part of the staff, not in attendance. So, but outside of that, what it doesn't take into account is complexion and skin tone and hair color. This is critical. There's a reason why you tend to see me in blue is because it's a good color on me. It tends to not wash me out, and it's just flattering based on my skin color, my hair color, and everything else. So a lot of the information that I'm drawing from here, I got from Alan Flusser's Dressing the Man. If you don't have a copy of the book and you're interested in this in any kind of type, I definitely recommend picking it up because it is an invaluable resource and really helps to put a lot of this into context. While it is primarily focused around dress attire, all the principles apply regardless if you're talking about a tuxedo or shorts and a t-shirt. So definitely go pick a copy of it up. I'll link to it down below in the description. But aside from the black suit being really too stark to get a whole lot of versatility out of, and the challenge with the colors not necessarily meeting the complexions, you also got to figure that not everybody, I mean, even if you're really cheaping out and you're buying like $200 or $300 suits, which I honestly don't recommend, you're talking about what, $1,500? And I'm not going to say that you got to go out and spend $1,500 on one suit, but you would be far better served spending $1,200-ish on 2 suits than you would on this rainbow of options that you can theoretically granimal together. Like a lot of advice on the internet, it's well-intentioned, but it's really too superficial to be useful. And so that is the trap that a lot of guys, especially as they are starting to try and improve their style and explore, they feel this pressure of, oh my God, I have to have this closet full of clothing. And so when it comes to, I need to kind of pick XYZ, I need to have like the perfect thing for the perfect event and all. No. the reality of it is that it doesn't even have to be suits. The capsule wardrobe has been discussed quite a bit, but I'm going to bring it to you guys, kind of my take of it in an upcoming video, because I really think that if you understand that concept, then at that point you can mix and match it to find what is most appropriate for your particular lifestyle. The other advantage is once you have that template, it makes it a lot easier to work in your carry gear consistently, because I don't live in suits every day all the time. And there are some adjustments or modifications that I have to make depending on exactly what it is that I'm wearing. Sometimes they're marginal, sometimes they're more significant. And so the more consistency you can maintain, the better. And the best way to maintain that consistency is to have a wardrobe that is as modular as possible. So like I said, Steve Harvey was definitely on the right track, but unless you're wearing suits every day, having 5 of them is a little excessive. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do some thinking on it. I'm going to bring you guys my take on that in terms of what every guy should have. And I'm going to try and keep it like every guy as much as I can, because regardless of if you're a white collar professional or, you're a blue collar guy working road construction, there's still going to be some call to dress better. Not dress up, but dress well. So stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be fun. Aside from that, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions on this idea of the capsule wardrobe, put it down in the description and I'll get to them. Outside of that, hope everybody has a fantastic week. Stay dangerous, stay sharp.